Good morning. Thanks for joining me at Mustang Bob 51. It's Monday morning, just getting started with the day, and let me show you what's going on around here. We have a hangar being built over there, and they're getting a start on building another hangar between this hangar and that hangar. A lot of stuff going on here at the Provo Airport. So this morning I went over and got the leading edges that we have to put on there. And we still have to spec the hardware. And we have to inspect all of this in here to make sure that we've got everything fastened and everything chafe-proofed. And just make sure things are the way they're supposed to be. So we'll get started here and I'll check back in with you. When I'm talking about specking hardware, this is some of the devices that we use to determine the length of a bolt or a screw in a particular hole. The ideal situation would be to have about 1.5 threads or 2 threads on the top side of whatever locking device. In this case, this is a nylock. They have hard steel locks, they have cotter pins, they have safety wire, but in aviation, that's about what you want to see when you're looking at the backside of a nut. So we can't just go to Lowe's or Home Depot and pick up a bunch of screws. These are aviation related screws, and they have to be a certain length at different places, which is one of the problems we were having with this panel. There's 5 or 6 different lengths of screws in just that. When you look at the enormity of the wing, this wingspan's about 70 foot. There's literally thousands of screws that hold all the panels on, leading edge, fuel tank covers for both wings, the oil covers, and then underneath. So it's quite a job to figure out what our needs are for doing this. So it just takes time. Screwing around on the airplane just takes time, and that's what we're doing. So stand by. So there's nothing like a little soap and water to get the dust off of pieces that have been ready to go for years, just sitting in the hangar collecting dust. We're gonna let those dry out, and we're gonna get those leading edges installed today. That's one of them. Where do you want me? Oh, right here. All right, they're both running.
This is the bottom.
That's the bottom.
So these right here. See how these gonna jog with them? They're gonna jog the wet skin there.
Okay.
And then
Hey Jim, would you
this
do
is
one
gonna
thing?
lay on top, right, Bob?
Yeah, would you do one thing before we do this? You go turn down the radio.
Got all the noise over there.
Well, I just can't have it in the video.
I know, there's some noise over there. Let's stop and she does not handle.
I'm not going to ask them to be quiet.
Chicken.
You know, maybe.
So look here. Does that just spread there, Bob? I guess that screw's gonna have to pull that down, huh?
Yep. Just so.
Okay, you get in position up there and I'll hand it to you.
Well, you're going to be both of you.
Okay, well.
Can you lift that up to yourself a little bit there? Sure.
I'll hold on to the bottom if you got your.
Okay. Bob, what do you think?
Watch your fingers.
We got to get up over our cable. Okay, push it in.
Got it, Bob?
Push it in.
Second. You said it has to go up.
Okay, hang on, my fingers are in there. Give me, you know that, the curved pry bar in Dave's box. Grab that for me.
We need to go to the west.
Yeah, I could see that. Whoop. This one here? Yeah. I was thinking the bigger one, but hopefully that'll do it.
And
Can you shove it on, Bob?
I just pulled it off. A second. Wait a minute.
I think just put, yes. Whoop. Hang on, what are we doing?
There we go.
well, that's kind of rude, isn't it?
It's gotta come this way a little bit.
Just a second.
Right there. Okay.
Okay, I'm pulling it down.
No, all I'm
Ouch,
saying is,
we need a flat screwdriver or something
I'm trying. Very trying.
to. Never put your fingers.
Well, that's why I got this bar in here.
How about that? Pull out. And you have that.
It's not
Behaving like
stiff enough.
That's not stepping up.
No,
let me get a flat screwdriver.
So you try. Wait a minute, Bob.
Okay, is your arm about dead? You want to hold up for a while? You okay?
Just change arms. You sure you got everything right, Mr. Engineer?
Well, that remains to be seen.
That's a whole lot of steam we're gonna have coming out of it.
Yeah, well, apparently it's got to come off once a year anyway.
All right, now see if you can maneuver it on. Oops, lost it. What are we doing, Bob? I think we got it
Well,
started.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let me
there
pull
you
the
go.
screwdriver out
You do one other thing. Got another trick for you.
now. Okay, it's getting better all the time.
Why don't you tap that corner over there? brush this one up now.
Holes lined up at all?
You can you do it kind of in the middle?
Okay, Bob. See that?
I do. Hold on to this so I can't move.
Bob.
I haven't started with
Huh?
I haven't even started with it.
Where do you want me to tap?
Go ahead. Here's my deal, listen.
Okay.
I've got a piece of angle that's got to go up and over.
Oh, you're not over that yet?
No, I'm that far away.
Well, what do you need to get up and over?
I think it's brought in a long ways.
So it's gotta,
Is it gonna go over it, or
that's
is it
about
behind
where
it?
it's gonna go, isn't it, Bob?
Yeah, that's about where it's got to go, but I've got to get over the hump.
Keep going. Keep yourself close.
Don't move it.
Okay, let him try to put a screw in there if you can.
Okay, right there.
Give me the all. Give me the all, please.
You got a screw?
I do.
Well, this screw hole is just
Hey,
barely
push.
trying to show through here, but it's gonna go that direction.
Okay, that side ain't moving.
Okay, this side is off this way.
Okay, so we all, I don't know if you have to work back, Bob.
Actually, I
Hey,
think
Bob,
it just
you
popped
just-
on.
You actually got these holes in here about 3/4 of the way with that whack.
Yeah, well, it's gotta swing over this way. I hope that'll
I've,
be
I've
Go
got
that
screw
way.
holes lined
Well,
up.
when we swing here, those should come in.
Here, let me have the gun.
Did I lose that other screw?
That's the same
In
thing.
my mouth.
Oh,
No,
it's in your mouth.
as I see
Okay.
that,
He's adding his DNA to the airplane.
as I see that, it's gotta go back. This thing's gotta go back and over that way. And it's like half screw.
Okay, so the bad news of this is, I don't think this came with this airplane.
I'm thinking that this gotta go this way, because screws
You know,
on
look,
this side.
look up here, John.
I agree with Jan.
It does not appear to wanna fit.
It's not fitting at the root. Okay, I don't know why.
Is it the,
I've always known you got this root, because it just hangs out in there.
oh, here we go. So that can swing.
If you take that
Well, it
off,
won't swing, but
at least we can see what's going on.
Because these holes are being magnificent up here now.
The holes on the bottom are still not lined up right, John.
But they're off 1/4 of a hole, which is what this gap is right here. So if this were over here, then these would be.
Well, then I can't have them mixed up side to side. It just won't work. The tapers are different.
You holler if you need it.
Well, that helped a lot there.
Yeah, so your job's done, I think. Appreciate your help. Okay, Bob, can you get those or what?
Maybe. Note to self. Take the other one that's tearing off before we put the other one on.
Yeah, maybe that. I got the other screws in there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, see, this guy here, I'm always worried about this. Where it's going to go. And I don't remember what specifically holds it. This might have greater flexibility where everything has, but This piece here
Mm-hmm.
can spread a little bit, I think.
Okay.
This cannot. We're off that far.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, it's just worse.
Mm-hmm.
And so why is that? What makes that happen? And are we really screwed because we've tied everything to this, really not knowing what was what?
Yeah.
That's everything there. And here's what my other one is these guys.
Yep.
Maybe they can flex a little bit.
I think these big ones would be the ones I was worried about. These, I think they'll get in. There's your 2x4.
Just by forcing my levers to the things here and flex things here.
Yep.
You want to see how flexible it is?
Yep. You just lay them right up there.
With their friends?
Yep.
Okay. They're getting kind of heavy.
Was you getting sentimental about them?
No, I was tipping over.
You know, you have one of those days where sometimes everything goes right and other times everything goes wrong. They say no good deed comes unpunished. So I get to pay 52,000 piece pickup. Anyway, sucks, man. And that's how I sort 52,000 piece pickup. And it's latched. Won't fall out again. Okay, we got some hardware in today. So I'm going to show you. Hold on. So we got all the screws for this leading edge panel. They're all started. I'm going to get them all tightened down, and then we'll go over and see what we need to do on the other one. So Jan has finished the work on the uplock cable handle. Let me show you. So here's our handle. And this is designed to go over the pull handles. And then we've got this little landing spot for us. So if we do need to do this and we're in flight, this will make it a lot easier to hang on to stuff, and this will give us the strength to pull that cable to release the gear. Anyway, it's so cool.
figure of speech.
Oh, you want half that, Bob?
It's kind of,
Either, Bob?
I already had some. It's lunchtime around the old hangar.
It was a new feature over at Subway called a foot-long cookie.
Foot long cookie.
Front curtain. Cover up this nose. Whoops.
So that's for access to the cannon plugs,
Yes.
and then the snaps.
Okay,
This would be Velcroed, or is it snap?
so we're gonna put some more spots for snaps and Velcro it across this bottom. Yep, so we just need to add a few more spots here for snaps. Catch this corner here, here, and right there. And then I'll bind around that,
Bind around the
the tubes here.
vacuum system
Yeah,
hoses. Okay, looks great.
that'll give us this.
Okay, now is this is going to be held on by Velcro?
Yes.
Okay.
So 1 inch Velcro across here.
Are you going to put a zipper in here? Or are we just going to do the Velcro?
I think just the Velcro,
Okay.
because this should be able to drop down pretty simple.
Okay, that looks good.
Coming right along. Velcro it all the way around that. So as you're putting it together, you'd be able to reach in, stick it all,
Okay, so that's just going to be a little canvas
a little tunnel,
tunnel so you don't get air back into the cabin from the front.
and that way we can get to our connectors. All right. So. I'll just make it that long. I'm not cutting it off of that, it's just to give me a dimension. Okay.
And there's the famous Monty from Monty's Upholstery of Spanish Fork, Utah.
Oh, yeah. It's really Mike. Mike's the one that does all the work. I just get to show up.
Is this Mike?
That's Mike.
That's me.
He's a worker bee.
Down, and then it'll go up and Velcro right up under the bottom of the seat.
Okay, this is the pilot seat.
Pilot seat. So this will Velcro up under here and come over and then stick on the floor. And just create a place for anything that falls through will get caught in this little trough.
Okay.
Kind of like that when it's in there. And that should allow it to float up and down. I probably have got to figure out what that is and get around it.
And that moves up back and forth with the seat
Yep, this will float with the seat up and down.
and forward and back.
And forward and back, because it should have enough slack that it'll just
Okay,
slide that way.
good.
Hey, it's the end of the day here. We got quite a bit of stuff done. All of the covers are on here. All the screws are in here. I got all the screws on this leading edge are all done. We still have to do some manipulations here. This rib right here isn't lining up with the skin, so we've got to loosen up all the clamps. We've already got these screws loosened up so that we can shove this rib over just about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch to get the screws to match up. The really cool thing is that all the screws on this side are all done. So what's left? We have to pull off the wingtips. We have to pull off the ailerons. and that's twofold. It makes it easier for the painters, Duncan Aviation, to access and not have to do so much masking and take a chance on painting our already painted stuff. And the other thing is, I got to go to California and get some jacks so we can put this thing on tires. Anyway, this is great stuff. I appreciate you guys all watching my videos. Hopefully, if you've not subscribed, I'd appreciate a subscription and throw down a like. And if you share out my videos, I like people to know what we're doing here. It's a great airplane. Anyway, we'll see you next week. Have a great week, and we'll see you then.